Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today, we are looking into your full moon energy reading for January 25th. Now, this month's full moon is in the fire sign of Leo, and fire energy is all about passion, it's all about creativity. So, this month, I challenge you to look inward into your heart's desire, your truest heart's desire. What it is that you desired, maybe even as a child. What did you feel that you could accomplish then? What did you enjoy? This full moon, I challenge all my friends here on the channel to get back to that childlike essence. What's one thing you wanted as a child, big or small, and do it? Get that bed you always wanted, buy that toy, that car, make that move. If you can't, what's blocking the path? And how can you remove the obstacle in the way? For me, something I've always wanted to acquire, accomplish, was the specific bed that I wanted as a little girl. I wanted a canopy bed. It just, when you're a little girl, that's what makes a girl feel like that societal norm of a princess. So this year, I've decided to create space, and I'm not prepared yet to do so, but I'm going to get a canopy bed. So, what does that entail? That entails me moving around some things, creating the space for the bed before I go out and purchase the bed that I want. So, I know how big it can be. So, I know the room that I have. So, I can figure out the dimensions and I don't get too much or too little. What will your desire be? What will your childhood dream be fulfilled through this energy? So, in these full moon readings, I tap into the energy surrounding you. I look at what's challenging you through this energy. We'll look at how to correct or shift the energy, maybe even release if that's what needs to be released. We'll look at the outcome if action is taken and the outcome if no action is taken. Now, if you like the vibe, how I interpret the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. And if you find the messages helpful or resonate, I ask that you please give it a thumbs up or comment below how it was helpful, how it was resonating. You never know how your story could help another person. So let's dive into the messages. So let's dive right into Cancer's reading for this upcoming full moon energy and see what exactly it is that you need to release. Most important message here for Cancer. Spirit, what do my Cancerian friends need to know? What do they need to see through this upcoming energy? Please and thank you. The Wheel of Fortune, the Strength, and the Nine of Wands. So this is an energy of having your wall up, okay, being guarded, but there's a reason behind this. So this tells me here, Cancer, that somebody's either trying to re-enter your life or has recently tried to re-enter your life, and you have your wall up. You're guarded. And so for the person who this reading is resonating with, you told this person, no, I don't want you back in my life. I don't want to continue to deal with this. And with that, you've created space in your life for new things to enter, new people to enter, new experiences to enter. But I would say here, Cancer, the energy that I'm feeling is a person who is keeping themselves isolated at this time under the guise of healing. But I challenge you to get yourself out there, go try something new, go out with friends, go mingle with new people, maybe even looking into like speed dating in your area, something along those lines, to meet people that you're trying to collaborate together at life. So let's clarify this, Magician. This is like you getting clear on what it is that you want in your life in regards to relationship. What I will say is, up to this point, Cancer, it's like you've been handed a crappy deal. And now you're kind of beating yourself up, thinking that it's your fault. You're the reason something that you did created this outcome. And don't beat yourself up, Cancer. Nothing that you did made this person treat you like crap. The only thing that happened here was the lesson was not learned appropriately or fully from whatever past experience that you experienced that was similar to this situation. So a lot of times when we go through life, we'll have like a bad relationship or a bad friendship that makes us view life in a different way. And in that comes this holding on to resentment, putting up a wall. And what we really should do is, what was I ignoring in order to allow this person to stay? Where could I have set better boundaries in the front of this relationship so it didn't get to this? Because a lot of times when we're in a toxic relationship, when we have a toxic friendship, the signs were present from the beginning. And I feel like that's the same with you, Cancer. It's like the signs were present from the beginning, but maybe you ignored the warning signs or gave this person too many chances. So there needs to be a limit to the BS, right? There has to be a limit to all of that. I do feel like you are wanting to move forward, but not really certain how. What I will say to that, Cancer, is we have the Star, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Moon in the reverse. Okay? You are on a path of healing. You are on a path of learning, of growing. And it doesn't matter how old or how young you are in life. If you're here, and you're present, you're cognizant, and you're living, then you're definitely learning through this experience. What I will say is there are warning signs that you have a tendency to ignore. And the energy that I'm picking up here is a person who is a little bit older, a little bit further along the path. And so maybe you're feeling like it's too late for me. Part of this process, Cancer, that we're learning, that we're growing, that we're healing, and we're all going through this process, including myself. I'm not the perfect person on this planet. And when you meet me in person, you'll hear me say several times, I'm just a messenger. I'm just a person who is receiving information and relaying and interpreting that back to you. Now, with that being said, there's still lessons that we're all learning, that we're all growing through this experience. Yes, there are periods in our life where we need to isolate, where we need to heal, where we need to focus inward. I feel like the message that's coming out here for you, Cancer, is it's time to get yourself back out there. Push through this uncomfortable energy that you're feeling when it comes to meeting new people, and try it. See what happens. I definitely feel like there's going to be some hurdles that you're going to have to overcome. There are going to be some tests. The universe is going to send you some tests to make sure that you're ready for this next phase. However, I do feel like you're ready. You're ready for the next phase to come along. You're ready for new experiences that are in better alignment, that are what you feel you deserve, what you do deserve in life. Okay? The thing is the universe comes in to teach us certain lessons in our life, and we learn those lessons, and then we just carry on and attract the same people, and we wonder why. Well, we didn't completely fully integrate the lesson if we still accepted that energy back into our life. So what is it that you're needing to recognize within the person when you first meet them? that tells you, okay, this person might not have my best interest at heart, or they're going to be a real similar to this past person. And a lot of times that will have to do with love bombing. Okay. And not that a person giving gifts or showing affection is love bombing, but if they're doing it too much too soon in a relationship, sometimes it can come with a cost. So pay attention there. Another thing is they're 1 minute and gone the next. So if they're always having a problem connecting or they're always unavailable, there's probably something else or someone else that's taking their time. This Page of Swords that is coming out here, Cancer, is you recognizing the things that the new person is not telling you. You being able to see these signs, you being able to tell and differentiate, okay, this person is good for me and this person is not. And not that this is a good or bad person, but our energy is either going to mesh and combine well, or we're going to trigger one another and it's going to be another bumpy road. So you have to ask yourself, do you want something joyful, pleasant, calm, or do you want something chaotic? But I feel like it's coming out here, Cancer. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like you want something that's more stable, something that's more secure. And that's where the complication came in your last relationship. You're going to be able to tell a person is calm, secure, stable right up front. It's going to be very easy. A lot of the times you'll hear tarot readers or motivational speakers or life coaches tell you, follow the path of least resistance. Why do they say that? When you're following the path of least resistance, the energy is meshing. It's combining well. You guys are grooving together. And you may be put in the uncomfortable position of, maybe I'm the person who now is bringing this chaotic energy to the table because of what I've experienced in the past. But in turn, that calm, stable, secure person is going to come in and be like that barrier that comes in that absorbs that energy, right? When the wave crashes, it kind of calms the waves and calms the storm instead of crashes back and disrupts it more, if that makes sense. Okay, why am I using water? Because you're a water sign, Cancer. You're going to grasp that concept more. Now, if you don't follow your intuition, follow your heart, use your discernment when getting in relationships and just fly by the seat of your pants, and you're wanting that Disney fairy tale idealism of love, what does that mean? That sweeps you off your feet and your heart palpitations and sweaty palms and butterflies in your stomach. What people don't realize, and what I try to implement into a lot of my clients, is those all are signs of you having anxiety, of you being heightened stressed. That's actually your body's sign to tell you that something's not right here. But because we've been taught, for whatever reason, to ignore that sign, now we're entering in these toxic relationships. So pay attention how you feel in the beginning when you meet a person. You're going to be able to tell by how that person makes you feel. If that energy is disruptive, if it's triggering, if it makes you feel uneasy, and remember, this is things that we've been trained, ingrained in our mind from a little child, especially as a young girl, that when a person comes in and sweeps you off of your feet and gives you heart palpitations and gives you butterflies, that's your soulmate, when in all actuality, that's your body warning you against that person. There's conflict there in your mind. So that's what breaking the programming is, guys. You're breaking the programming on your idealism of relationship. You're trying to look at this realistically, but still having these subconscious thoughts of, but this reaction my body has means that this is a soulmate. That's not true. So, what's happening here, Cancer, through this healing process is you're ultimately breaking your programming on your idealism for relationships. It's not easy. I will say that the outcome will be worth it. And from the look of the cards on the table, you're already through this process. You have to be a little bit more easy on yourself. Otherwise, you're going to revert back to your old comfortable space, which we can clearly see isn't healthy. No more fighting, no more ignoring warning signs. You need to feel loved. You need to feel joy. You need to feel stable. You need to feel secure in order to build, in order to create the life that you want to build and create. No action is taken. If you continue down the same path doing the same thing, you're going to get the same result. Heartbreak, headache, fighting, misery. And I feel like you already knew that when this person, or will know that when this person tries to enter. So let's pull a few cards out here for your spiritual advice moving forward. Thank you guys again for all the love and the support. For information on rituals, for ritual kits, for personal readings, it's all linked below in the description box. And if you found the message was helpful, if it's resonating for you, you can give it a thumbs up or comment below how it was helpful, how it was resonating. You never know how your story could help another person. And I feel like right now, Cancer, if this person is trying to re-enter into your life, you've put the brakes on everything. You've gone back within, maybe gone into hermit mode, withdrawing from the world, as the Cancer sign of the zodiac has a tendency to do. However, I do feel like there is a need to kind of push out of that uncomfortable zone, and it won't last long. But I feel the reason why is because by you withdrawing and going within, there are already other relationships that you've been working towards that may perceive that as something different. So be mindful of this withdrawing energy. Know that this past person can feel that energetic shift. So if this is something that's recently happened, they know that this is the final straw and there's no going back. And that's why they're causing conflict. They're trying to cause chaos for a reason. And I already feel like you know, so this is probably confirmation for most of you. Don't play into the BS. Let's pull out your Moon Manifestation Oracle to sum up your reading. We have Grove. So this is like that secret garden, that sacred, safe space. Now is the time to apologize to anyone you've harmed. Make your friendships whole again, and choose healing over anger and pain. By choosing Grove is a powerful sign that you are at a wondrous and strong time in your life. Show compassion and kindness to others. No one is perfect. Imperfection is perfect as it is. If you are hurting, know that this will pass and that Spirit is watching over you. If someone you love is hurting, take this time to be there for that person. The sacred grove heals all aches and pains, especially a heart that has been wounded. So you've taken a withdrawal, you've taken a reprieve, a retreat from friendships, from family, but I don't feel like that is in your best interest. I do know Cancer does need that time to reset. So scheduling and having that time, and if there's a person in your life, kind of preparing them for that phase is going to be important for you. I do feel here, Cancer, that you are healing and growing through this experience, which is beautiful. Give yourself a little bit of grace when going through this experience. We're all here to learn and to ascend to a higher level. So, Cancer, I feel like that's a good solid message coming out for you guys for this energy. Thank you guys again for all the love and support, and I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste.